Now let me ask, and I gotta let you know, Paula knows what the follow-up program is. So before we came here, before we were going to do the program, Paula had to know exactly what the commitments were. In fact, we let all the staff know about what was going to happen tomorrow so they could decide if they wanted to be in the program. And one of the conditions that Paula's agreed to, she said, yeah, I want to be in it, and then she had to be interviewed by me. And then I had to make sure that she was in the program for herself, not to help you guys. In other words, that she wanted to make changes to her life, and she'd be in this program even if there were no kids in it. So even though she's a counselor and she has that background, she won't be using that methodology in the program. Her job is to focus on her own life and not to give you advice or tell you what to do or even motivate and be a cheerleader for you. Her job is to do the program the way it's designed for herself, to get results for herself. And why is that? And you guys are asked to make the same promises too if you wanted to be part of this. How many of you, when someone, even when someone like they mean well, they tell you, oh, you're really good, you can do better next time, I believe in you, you actually end up feeling bad, even though they meant well. Yeah. And I'm the same way. Why? Because I don't want you to have any expectations of me. I don't want you to, it's like you're controlling me. That's how I feel it. It's like you're kind of like controlling me. You want me to be this way and you believe in me, and that means I got to do this thing you think is what I got to do, but I don't want to do that. And now I have to do this thing, and I got enough problems in my mind already. I don't want any expectations. Just leave me alone. How many people can relate? Right? That's why this program is like that. No giving advice, no telling each other what to do, no trying to be a cheerleader or a motivator, not in this program. You can do that on, when you're playing soccer or whatever, don't do that here. Because many of us, and I'm talking about like people like me and Mike and some of you too, and all I care about is even if it hurts one person, then we're not doing it. And it's actually hurtful giving advice to some people. It hurts. Some of us it hurts. It hurts me. It reactivates something. Sometimes it makes me just think about what my dad did to me or what my mom did to me. Sometimes I don't even know what it reminds me. I just get angry. I get angry. I get angry at myself for being angry. I get angry for you for just leave me alone. How many of you, a lot of times you just wish people would leave you alone. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's what this... And the reason I say that this is so important is because this program is about leaving people alone. Let them do what they want to do. Let them succeed. Let them fail. Don't give them advice. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't give me advice. Don't tell me what to do. Let me just do what I'm going to do. And if I show up, I show up. And if I don't, I don't. Leave me alone. That's this problem. That's this program. That's this program. But you have to agree to it. If you're in this program, you'd have to promise that as hard as it is, you got to promise not to give other people advice when they don't ask for it while they're in the program. Does that make sense? You can't expect other people to not do that to you if you're going to do it to them. So that there's very few rules in the program, and I hate rules, and the only reason we got these few rules is because these are the rules that I noticed that if they're kept, people don't get hurt emotionally. People don't feel bad. How many would be willing to try that, to not give advice and not tell people what to do and not play the cheerleader with them? Be willing to try that for a month. It's hard. And it's really hard too. It's not easy. I have a hard time. And you know why it's hard? Because a lot of our minds, and it's not our fault, we've been programmed. Our minds think about what's wrong a lot. A lot of it is. It's with me too. It's our parents inside our head. Our parents thinking, and I'm not here to blame your parents either. Please, I don't mean that, but it's true. A lot of us, we have our parents' voices going on. And how many of you, your parents, a lot of the times what they talk about is negative stuff, blaming, complaining. Right? My mother's like that. She worries all the time. I don't talk to my mother much because she broke my rules. Stay with me, guys. Please stay with me. See, I love my mom and I love my dad, but I love myself more. My mother, she just worries all the time and all she can do is criticize me. First time I made $100,000 and we grew up on welfare. I told my mom, I made $100,000. You know what she said? But do you get benefits? Like she made $24,000. She just posted something on my Facebook wall. You know what she said? I wish you wouldn't run so much. So I unfriended her. And I love my mom. But if somebody is like, you tell them, Mom, I love you, but if you keep criticizing me and criticizing the family and blaming me for stuff and telling me what's wrong with me and giving me advice when I don't ask for it, I won't be able to see you because it makes me angry and I don't want to get angry when I'm with you. Is it fair that I could say that to my mom? Please don't do these things because it makes me angry and I feel bad every time I'm with you. And if my mother breaks the rules when I told her, is there anything wrong with that I choose not to see her? Is there anything wrong with that? See, some people say, oh, if you're a good kid, you should like honor your mother and your father. Well, I think I honor my mother and I honor my father by not allowing them to abuse me. I think that's how I honor them. If I just keep showing up and letting them abuse me, is that honoring them? Letting them know it's okay, just keep doing it? No, there's got to be a consequence. The consequence is if you abuse your son, he's an adult now, you don't get to see your son even though he loves you. You guys okay with what I'm saying? Does it upset you? So the reason I'm saying that is an extreme example, and you guys live your life the way you want. But I just want to say that in this program, that's why we don't do this. Like, I love my mother, but it hurts me so much when she treats me like that. And so in this program, we don't treat each other like that. Just for 1 month, you're not allowed to criticize the people in the program around what they're doing in the program.